21.
Where we at? Where we at? Access 21. Where we at? Access 21. We back. Access 21. Access 21. Access 21. Yes, yes, yes. We are back in effect, Tariq. It's good to see you again, man.
It's good to see you, Mike. Harlem World, son.
Yes, B Moore's finest is in the building.
It's crazy. I was watching Wu-Tang,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm trying to like sound like I'm from New York when I'm not.
Well, it happens that way because you wound up mimicking what you just watched.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love that show.
I think they overstimulate you because they try to go back to that 90s lingo where it was a lot
Yeah.
of son type.
Son this, son that.
Yeah, everything. Well, Shaolin definitely had a lot of that son.
Yeah.
But you know what they say, right? I call my brother son because he shine like one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And the 5%ers, man, like they were all in the park dropping knowledge and everything.
Oh, yeah. So I grew up in Harlem,
Mhm.
and there was several different areas where the 5%ers were very active.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, they got parodies about them, but I've seen them live and in person where they would literally, you walk by them and you got a different type of energy. They would definitely let you have it.
Yeah, they seem like deep brothers. They seem like very intellectual,
Mhm.
very into the written word.
I would also say that it probably provided a safe haven for a lot of guys that were going in the wrong direction in the street.
Yeah.
So I always looked at it from a positive standpoint. It definitely was some type of brotherhood and camaraderie. It also gave people some insight,
Yeah.
you know, because they kind of preached a different doctrine,
Mm-hmm.
which for a young lost black male in the inner city, it definitely probably saved some people from doing some stupid things for sure.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
We'll
We
be
could
back.
talk about that all day.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. But
While we here though.
so my name's Tariq.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the Director of Membership and Community Engagement here at Access 21, and my friend.
I'm DJ Mike Carleone. I am a resident of Charlotte, Mecklenburg, and I'm also a member going on 3 years now.
Mhm.
A proud member for sure. Happy to be here.
So here at Access 21, we give community members the opportunity to come in and make content for podcasts, TV shows, and some music production at a very low cost.
Very, very low cost, which you would appreciate once you become a member.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we have training and the facilities. I feel like, especially the podcast studio that we're in,
Mhm.
it's very high quality. It's just something that if you want to do a podcast, you can come here. We have the equipment for you. It's just a matter of becoming a member and training and things like that.
Yeah, that's it. Making yourself available for the training. If you look at the calendar and you get with any one of the coordinators, even Tariq, there's several people here that are very willing and very helpful to help you on your journey and your successful route to being a creator.
Yes. So now, this podcast, we tape it every first Wednesday of the month at 7. If you want to watch this, the Access 21 podcast regularly airs on the second Tuesday of each month at 11:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, so those people who are working from home and you're taking a break or you're acting like you're working, you could watch it at 11:30 a.m., right?
Yeah, you can watch it at 11:30 a.m. or 8:30
Or
p.m.
8:30. So people that are getting off work who actually physically still work at a job site, when you come home, check us out, man. I really believe that we're doing good things for the city and also just shining a light on Access 21.
And that brings me to an unrelated point, but a lot of work today can be done remotely. I know that's not on point for what we're talking about.
No.
but It just made me think, like, a laptop is so powerful, and that's all you really need if you're an information worker is your laptop and a connection to the internet.
Yeah, listen, I've been on vacation and I've seen somebody working on their laptop during a vacation in like Dominican Republic.
Exactly.
Or you
And
need a
then-
Wi-Fi.
And then there's digital nomads where they'll go abroad, but as long as they have the internet connection, they can work remotely.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like in Bali working, Americans in Bali working as digital nomads.
For sure. They're taking their business abroad, but still making U.S. dollars. So it's kind of smart.
Yeah, digital nomads. It's something to look up.
They're getting U.S. money, but they're spending whatever the currency is in different countries. So it's actually more beneficial for some people who
and the
don't
U.S.
mind.
dollar, hopefully, cross your fingers, but the U.S. dollar is strong.
Yeah, U.S. dollar strong. Probably not as strong as the euro, but it's still. I mean, the dollar is still reigning supreme. Most foreign countries, they will indicate that they accept U.S. currency, so you don't have to go through the whole currency exchange and trying to figure out what's the cost and calculate and all that. So yeah, when I go someplace out of town or out of the country, I would rather spend my U.S. dollars than trying to calculate everything. But I also like to take the currency home as like a keepsake souvenir.
Yeah, I can believe that. I went to the Bahamas. I think I took like a Bahamian. I just mispronounced that word.
What?
One of their coins. I took one of them home with me, just like, as a remembrance and a mental of the trip.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't do anything with it here, but except for just remember the beautiful time you had in the Bahamas with the Bahamians.
That's true. So let's talk about some current events here.
Yeah, what we got?
So the first thing we got is Open Mic at 21, which is produced by Beth McGuire.
Shout out to Beth.
One of our studio coordinators, who is also switching this show.
Yeah, she's the podcast engineer for this show. So shout out to Beth. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Okay, so I did want to let people know that while Open Mic at 21 is typically on the first Friday of the month at 7 p.m., this time it's on the second Friday, right? So it's going to be April 10th, not April 3rd.
Yeah.
And that is because April 3rd is Good Friday.
Good Friday.
This Friday is Good Friday.
This Friday is Good Friday.
So if you want to come to Open Mic at 21, go ahead and come on April 10th, not April 3rd.
Yeah, not April the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. So that should be interesting. The feature this time is Mr. Witts, the poet. I know him.
Mm-hmm.
His poetry is very deep.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
You've heard.
Yeah, I've heard of him for sure.
Yeah, Mr.
You know,
Witts.
I'm in that spoken word community too.
Yeah,
you know?
Mr. Witts.
Yeah,
I love Mr. Witts, and I think he has a good amount of books, a good amount of poetry books, and he's also from New York as well, right?
Well, most of us creatives. I mean, not to toot the NY horn, but
Yeah. So he's originally from New York too, and his poetry. I would just say come down and check him out. I can't really do justice to the level of intellectual thought that Mr. Witts has.
He's definitely got deep content. So you want to come out to experience him, or even if you find where he's at, anytime he's got a show or a set, you definitely want to go out and check out Mr. Witts. I agree.
You have to. This guy's amazing. So next, we're gonna have Jammin On The One on the third Friday of the month.
You'll be jamming too.
Well, we've had two so far. So the first one, it was with,
and they can't hear you if your mouth covered, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Tighten up. I'll be having to tighten them up sometimes. Like, come on, man, let's go.
So it was great. So we had one. It was my friend Daniel. He's from Guerrilla Poets. Mm-hmm. His fiance is the executive director of Guerrilla Poets. So he sang, played guitar, harmonica. Right. So he was really
triple threat.
Yeah. He was carrying the melody and everything for us, and some of the rhythm through his guitar. Then we had Jared, who is also called Abitante, and he was on the MPC finger drumming. So he added some percussion, and then I was on the congas. Mm-hmm. So it was a good experience.
You keep those congas in your office too, like when you're on break.
Not really. I just don't want to take them home.
I'm gonna ask Beth, do you disturb the studio when you just around here
just playing congas when I should be working?
Yes, exactly.
No, I'm not doing that.
You don't do that?
I just don't want to have to bring them back.
I got you.
Right?
Practice
so I just
makes
keep
perfect
them there.
too.
Yeah, practice does make perfect. Okay, so that was that one.
Jammin' On The One, right?
Jammin' On The One. And then the most recent one, we had Mr. Tyrone Ferguson on the drum set. We had Joey on the djembe.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the percussion again with the congas.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Mark on electric guitar.
Yeah, y'all really be in here jamming. I need to show up for one of them for sure.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm so active sometimes in the city with my own DJ gigs. Shameless plug. Unfortunately, I can't attend, you know, some of the events, obviously.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm here in spirit.
It's okay. It's just the purpose for me is to build community with other musicians. And then there's also the other purpose of bringing them in so they can kind of see what we have here.
Yeah.
And see if they're more interested in membership here as well.
Well,
but the first thing is community.
I definitely want to shout out to you and commend you for always trying to come up with new ideas for community engagement. And you always tap into the creatives in the city and outside of the city. So, you know, shout out to you for always trying to think outside the box and try to bring fresh new ideas and try to get people involved. And I love collaborative efforts and teamwork, especially when you think of like a band or, you know, a quartet or whatever, when it comes to several different octaves and different people coming with their own talents to come together as one. I love that, man. So shout out to you.
I appreciate that. Now, luckily, we haven't had like 10 bass players or anything yet.
Yeah.
Like, so,
just all
5
bass
drummers.
I mean, that's still, I'll bet you if that occurred, it would still be able to work somehow.
It will work.
Yeah.
It just, if it's 5 drummers, it's like a drum circle.
Yeah, but they'd still be jamming, and that's what Jammin' On The One is.
Yeah, and that's the whole point, is to jam together.
I love that.
But
when is Jammin' On The One? When is it again?
So Jammin' On The One tapes, like you can come in and play on the 3rd Friday of the month at 7 p.m. here at Access 21. The only thing is, in June, that 3rd Friday is Juneteenth. So that one is going to be on Friday, June 12th, instead of on Juneteenth.
Understood. Yeah, got that. As you got to switch it up. I mean, Juneteenth there's so many activities that go on in the city during that time. So, yeah, I get it.
And we're not even going to be open on Juneteenth.
Yeah, you should be out active in the city.
What I'm saying is, it's a holiday. Yeah. Access 21 is going to be closed.
That's why you should be out active in the city.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Shout out to Shout too, because Shout is coming to Charlotte again this year.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the dates are. I just put it out there. You can always
Are you going to be
find out.
Performing? At
I won't be performing at Shout, but a poet named Superman has a set at Shout.
Yeah, but he was a feature here for Open Mic at 21.
Open Mic, absolutely. Yeah. So go on the website. Shout is a great addition to the city with so many creatives, art. I mean, so many things to do. So I just wanted to shout them out. Most of it is free. I'm not plugging any thing that costs money or anything like that. But you want to get out and enjoy Shout at some point because it runs for like 2 weeks.
Definitely. And what I've noticed too, at Open Mic at 21, we're getting a lot of heavy hitters. We really are. A poet named Superman, Zuli Net. Mm-hmm. She came through. These are like people in the poetry community.
Deep.
Who are, they're deep in the poetry
curators.
Mr. Witz.
They have their own thing going on.
Exactly.
But they took the time to come here.
And even some of the singers like Levi is doing
I will add that they don't get paid for it, right? This is a nonprofit, so they come at their own will to shed the light and to provide us with amazing talents.
Yes, it is a volunteer opportunity.
Yeah, volunteer.
And we got to shout out the host, Noxilus.
Yeah,
Kaylin.
for sure.
Noxilus is just doing an amazing job.
Yeah, he keeps it going.
He really does. So those are 2 things.
I do have to tell you, though, this is probably going to be my last podcast, though.
Really? What happened?
I just got a lot going on, and Wednesdays sometimes makes it hard for me. And I didn't want to announce it until we were live. But it's also April Fool's, so I'm really just playing with you.
Dude, you were so convincing. I was like,
it is. Come on, I'm not going nowhere. I'm locked in.
That's good.
We locked in.
I would
man.
miss you
That's-
so much.
That's the first April Fool's joke I played all day. I just couldn't resist it. So
Yeah, I would.
I
Truly
didn't even
miss
let it
you.
linger long either, did I?
No, you just like you're a fool. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
no, I'm not going anywhere.
The
man.
next thing is the public service announcement days.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea behind that is, there's all these nonprofits in Charlotte. So we are providing them with the opportunity as a nonprofit to post public services announcements here
Mm-hmm.
at Access 21. So we're going to have information days for that. So one is on April 14th, the other is on April 28th. They're both at 3 p.m. So if you're a nonprofit, you do have to register.
How do they register?
So if you want to register, I think the easiest way would be to email me at tkiley@cimpac.org, cmpac.org, and I can always email you the RSVP form.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
Everybody uses technology. Say that again to the people.
So my email address is tkiley@cmpac.org.
There you go. That makes it a lot easier because, that sometimes acronyms can be confusing for some people. Yeah, spell it out.
Yeah. Because we say SIMPAC as the act, and it stands for Charlotte Mecklenburg Public Access Corporation, which is a lot to digest.
Yeah, and most people with the pronunciation of SIMPAC is like S.
Yeah, I know. What does that even mean, right?
Yeah, but spelled it out for the people.
Yeah, you got to spell it out. Most
Gotcha.
definitely.
What else?
So that should be interesting because it'll be information sessions where they can learn about, more about what PSAs are and how they can do their PSA, their public service.
This is any nonprofit.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's free. The public service announcements are free.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's just a matter of coming to the information session.
So that you allow them to reintroduce themselves.
You know what went through my head?
What?
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is...
Well, yeah, the name of the song is Public Service Announcement. So
Yeah.
I just, my creative mind just be going to music all the time.
Mine too. It's playing in my head now.
Now,
Jay-Z song.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, what else? So you are in the process of reviewing applications for the summer internship program.
Yes. So it'll be the first time, hopefully, that I can have an intern, right? We floated the idea of getting an intern for myself a couple times before. But I will say this time the applications do look promising. And some of the ones, I'm not trying to prejudge anyone, but some of them stand out, like if they're a marketing major, they have experience in social media.
There are certain criteria that you're looking for?
Yes and no. I want to be open-minded. So I don't want to prejudge people. I kind of want to just look at what their qualifications are, talk to them, and then form a conclusion.
Now, is there like a prerequisite that they need to be in some form of communications?
Not necessarily. It's just it makes sense if they're a marketing major or if they have experience in social media. Like if at the bottom of the application it says, I can use Canva, Final Cut Pro. You see what I'm saying? I'm okay, absolutely. That's what we use here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if it makes sense for what you guys do on a day-to-day basis, then the internship would be a win-win, right? It'll benefit them from gaining the experience and just being around the studio. And then two, it'll help you, right?
And some of them are so young that I don't expect their resume to be padded with experience. They're college students.
Yeah.
Right? It's more like their interests. Like, are they interested in community engagement?
Like that. Now, let me ask you, this is the very important question. Are you a good boss, or are you like, a nasty boss where like people just can't tolerate you? You real bossy. You just got so many expectations.
Life's too short to be mean to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mean to people.
You don't strike me as a mean guy.
No, I try not to be, but a lot of it is I do tell a lot of jokes. So
that you're the only one laughing at it?
no, they laugh at my jokes sometimes.
They got to, because you're a mean boss.
That's hilarious. But I try to be lighthearted, and I don't feel like I'm the type of person to like give other people problems for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Or to cause drama for no reason.
Easy going.
Yeah, I just try
relatable.
to be easy going. Yeah. It would be great, though, to talk to a younger person about some of the things we're trying to do here in community engagement and, you know, getting that perspective from a younger person.
Yeah, because you can always learn from younger people, right? I mean, they're typically a lot more savvy when it comes to aspects of tech, social media aspects. So they're really, look, my daughter taught me how to use an Apple Watch when I first got one.
I know, right?
Apple Pay. I think she also taught me how to use Cash App, but that might have been for her own personal reasons.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nonetheless, she still helped me with Cash App.
Exactly.
She don't ask me no more for money, so shout out to my daughter, self-sufficient, independent, grown woman doing her thing.
That's wild. But it would be interesting to see the perspective of an intern and what they can bring to the table or ideas that I may not have even considered that younger people would know more about.
Yeah, that's what you
like,
want.
for example, so Beth showed me CapCut.
Yeah, I've used CapCut.
I was like, what is CapCut? And she showed me how to use it, and it's good. It's a good tool because you can edit video and pictures and create picture videos on the fly, right? You don't have to like go to your laptop, load the pictures, edit the pictures, add the music. It's all in CapCut.
Yeah, it's almost like it's relative to what happens here at the studio. I mean, obviously on a more digital scale, but when you're talking about editing, post-production, all those things are all encompassing, like you said. So
yeah.
Shout out to Beth once again. We just giving Beth all kinds of shout-outs.
Of course.
Today, right?
And then there's another Instagram stories. So Noxless, the guy who hosts the open mic, Kalen Noxless, right? Anyway, so he puts up his videos the same night. And I asked him, how are you doing that? Because I would go back to my laptop. And he showed me on Instagram stories, you can actually select your pictures and videos and put it into an Instagram story. And you could post it almost immediately. Yeah,
or you could create a reel. So I know a little bit about that. Yeah,
I didn't know, though, about Instagram stories.
Because you're not as social media savvy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, of course, will be another value of an intern.
All right, so before, we could go on these tangents for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But tell me about the Creative Cornerstone.
So basically, last year they partnered with us to bring their summer camp here for a field trip. So they'll be doing that again this year during the summit.
What is Creative Cornerstone?
They're kind of like a nonprofit group for youth, mainly teenagers, and they offer similar things, like they offer music production, film production, and they mentor and teach youth in these fields.
Yeah, so you've partnered.
Like media field.
Well, Access 21 has partnered with
the Creative Cornerstone. So they've already brought some of the kids this year over for orientation, where some of them joined to become members here.
See that? We was talking off camera about the membership and the increase in members. And obviously, that's just a testament to the many programs that you offer here. So for sure, once again, keep that up. Please become a member. If you're a creative, it's very valuable. Real quick, how to become a member? I always like to ask you that for people.
So the first step for membership is to attend a free orientation. The free orientations are on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. here at the Access 21 Studios. So again, you can go to the website, which is tvaccess21.com. You can go to the Get Involved button, hit that button, scroll down, and you'll see another button that says Sign Up for a Free Orientation. Hit that button, fill out the form, submit it, and we get that form.
ASAP.
And then that's just the easiest way. There's a number of ways to register for orientation.
Easiest
but that's
way.
the easiest way.
I like that. Like, yeah, come on down, be a member. And as a good segue, if you become a member, then you can come to the member meetups.
Yeah, so the members meetups we're rebooting. They're going to be on the first Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. here again at Access 21.
Mm-hmm.
On May 5th, we won't have a members meetup because that's the day of our awards show. But the idea for me now, where I'm pitching it, is that there's people who've completed classes who need to complete labs. So let's connect the labbers to producers who need crew. They get their labs done. The producers get some crew for their show.
Yeah, I like that. It's a collective effort.
Exactly.
Member meetup.
Yeah, if you're a member, come to a members meetup.
All right, so it's the Community Engagement Plan 2026. What are you working on?
So there's a bunch of projects ongoing. The next big deal would be trying to put together the artists' interviews of arts nonprofit leaders. So if they head up an arts nonprofit, we want to bring them in, interview them, tell us about their experience, and then that'll be a show within itself.
Yeah, I feel like the camera should always be rolling.
Definitely, and we always want to be active with projects. So a lot of it is technical. So we got to kind of like pace. We have to go to a certain pace because there's stuff on the technical side that has to be done. I'm on the idea side, but they have to kind of come together at the right pace to make the shows happen.
Yeah, and you're totally responsible for that. Well, not totally, but
well, I'm more like the idea and the studio coordinators and James, the operations manager.
Shout out to James, the operations manager as well.
And those are the guys who do a lot of the technical stuff.
I want to shout out Beth again for being an amazing podcast engineer for us. She was in here working the lights. She was in here making sure we didn't look too shiny in the forehead. So appreciate you, Beth, for sure. Also, you want to go ahead and do that part?
Yes. So this podcast was produced using the facilities of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Public Access Corporation, Access 21. We'll see you next time.
Hey, real quick, we're about to take off like a rocket. Remember, Artemis just launched to the moon today.
Oh, yeah. Man, we could talk. I grew up on science and science fiction. We could talk about that all day.
Let's take off like a rocket.
Most damn.
Hey, Access 21. Access 21. Thank you. I appreciate you again, sir.
Of course. It's always a great time.
Excuse the left, but you're the best. Peace. Access 21. Access 21. Access 21.